Follow my Instagram for an epic face reveal.
Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel, another Swiss 001 video, and welcome back to planet Earth as well. Now we all know the shortest commercial runway out there is Saab Airport, an airport that we have already visited quite a while ago, and quite a few times. It has a very short runway of like 360 meters, which is like barely 1,000 feet, and well, as the title shortest commercial runway suggests, there must be some shorter runways that are not particularly commercial. And of course, that is the one airport in Idaho. I also made a video about it a while ago, but that one is grass, and that one actually was really short, like 100 meters or something, 300 feet, nothing more than that. But we haven't checked out really the shortest asphalt runway that there is, and actually that's why we're here today in the Bahamas in the flight simulator to check out Cat Cay Airport. And yeah, there we go, that's the airport. That's literally all we have for the video. Now this is again a privately owned airport, so it was pretty damn hard to actually get like scenery for this flight simulator to download, like the satellite coverage, because the satellite coverage really sucks here. I mean, literally, if you look it up on Google Maps, the satellite scenery sucks, and there's even some clouds that have snuck into the scenery. So this has actually been a very interesting video to prepare. As you can see, there are no trees here either. This is really a privately owned island and also a privately owned airport. This is only well, for the rich people that have yachts and planes to fly here. Even if I would own private jet, I wouldn't be flying here, of course. I mean, there are no jets that can even fly here, but even my private Cessna, I wouldn't fly here. Now this is a very white runway as well, but okay, let's just try taking off this Cessna, which shouldn't be that much of an issue. I mean, I don't know, honestly. Let's just see. All right, full power, 40 knots and 60 knots, and we can barely take off, and we actually, that was very close to hitting that water here. This is not a very easy airport to fly into or to fly out of, definitely. But let's try flying some bigger planes here anyway. Let's just pretend, you know, we are rich and we want to fly our, you know what, how about a King Air? That is something that's used a lot here in the Bahamas region. A plane that doesn't need particularly long runways, but, you know, it's still not a small plane, right? I'm not quite sure about it flying here. I don't think you would ever see this plane at this kind of airport. Yes, indeed, this plane is already too big for this super small runway there. But let's just see what we can do here in this King Air. Things are looking good. All right, everything's ready. Flaps on the full. Let's go ahead and get this plane landed. Oh, I think that has gone wrong. Well, I didn't notice that oh wow, that I plunged completely into water. But there we go, we have come to a stop on the island itself now. We're kind of sliding along, but no worries at all. We can move on to a bigger plane. So let's try this plane, the Twin Otter plane. Now this is an actual airliner that is used for island hopping a lot, especially in the Bahamas and the Caribbean as well. This is a plane that I know a lot better to fly. The King Air is a little special to fly here, at least in the simulator. But the Twin Otter handles like a sports car, really. That's probably how I would describe it. I mean, it practically doesn't need a runway, like at all. This thing can land on a helipad, so I think landing down here at Cat Cay Airport will be no issue. Let's just, you know, jump forward, and the runway is right ahead of us. And again, it's very bright. The satellite scenery, again, isn't particularly good. I mean, this is really in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, that was very bad again. Jesus Christ. See, when you have a satellite scenery this bad without seeing any runway pretty much, you don't know when you actually touch down. Like, you have no dimensions. Oh, and actually something, I think that's a little bit of a bug here as well. So you can see, we kind of appear to have crashed into something. Welcome to Swiss 001. We crashed into invisible items and then completely crashed. I mean, this was a pretty survivable crash, but after this kind of landing, the plane is definitely ruined. Okay, we have now ruined our plane, but we can still stop it. There we go. As you can see, this plane stopped in no time. This was pretty much a helicopter, so that was nice. I think now it is time for some actual challenges, of course. I mean, we can try a Saab 340, another turboprop, and another airliner. As you can see now, this is like a genuine airliner now. Swedish plane, very nice plane. This may be a land from the other side though, but let's hope there's no bug, like, you know, that we like crash and die again. Oh, this was actually a pretty survivable landing again, but not for the plane. So let's just check out this Saab 340. All right, Saab 340, let's go ahead. As you can tell, quite a bit of a bigger plane, quite a bit of a louder plane as well. I'm gonna turn on the sound. Okay, now things are looking good, I guess. I don't think so. I think this will be actually a very close call on this 300-meter long runway. Have I already mentioned the length of this runway, actually? I don't know. But now I have. Let's go ahead. Oh. I just wanted to mention that I did a very successful solo today, a solo flight, and as you can tell, I have survived this. But something is cursed about this airport. Well, first of all, we totally overran, but second of all, something made us crash again. How does this happen? Planes just come down and crash? Okay, this was actually the most successful landing so far, which is quite sad. How does this happen? Jeez, I'm gonna try this again for sure. Let's see if I can be able to land this Saab 340 here. Normally, this should work without any issues. Come on, looking good. Alright, okay, at least we hit the runway this time around. Now we actually need to stop, which is the hard part. Come on, stop, and don't overrun. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no chance, actually, in the Saab 340. Well, interesting. As you can see, I did a super hard landing, trying to use most of this runway possible, but it just wasn't possible to stop. That was an epic fail. Again. Alright, then, let's maybe try a smaller plane. Let's go for the PC-24. That's the plane that I've just thought about. PC-24, there we go. As you can tell, this is a private jet now. Actually, we are moving on from turboprop to jet, but this is a Pilatus, so this is an interesting type of jet. Yeah, this plane can land on grass, on sand, on water as well, probably. Alright, there we go. Welcome aboard our PC-24, and for some reason, we have no instruments. Alright, but who needs instruments when we have the cheating menu? I think we're going to cheat a little bit, get us forward a little bit. Now, this is a very powerful stopper, so let's just see if we can get this plane stopped here. What's the point? Alright, everything's ready, I think, I hope. This plane is a bit faster again, because it's a little bit of a jet or something. Oh, Jesus. No chance again. How does this keep failing? Yeah, I really did not expect this type of performance from the PC-24. It's normally a very great stopper. We did not stop at all. Maybe we can try this again. We were a little fast on the landing, so maybe there's a chance. Well, obviously, the runway state, I mean, it is at least a concrete runway, is a lot worse than the runway in at Saab Airport. So maybe that's why we are failing to land all these planes, because they have a worse stopping performance on this type of airfield. Alright, a hard landing again, and this doesn't look like we're gonna make it, is it? Yeah, alright. Yeah, no way. Damn. Okay, this is a really disappointing video now. We are not able to land any planes here. Maybe we can try even going smaller, Twin Otter again. I mean, we didn't even manage to make a successful landing in that one either. I mean, we can try it again. Let's try the Twin Otter. Alright, come on. Can we have at least one beautiful landing here in this video? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, that was not a beautiful landing, but a landing that the Twin Otter can actually cope with. And even here at this place, this plane stops relatively slowly. As you can see, this runway is actually in such a bad state that it is actually counted as a dirt runway here in the X-Plane Flight Simulator. So maybe this is not particularly a paved runway anymore, but we can tell it is actually paved in real life. Very badly. It's in a very bad state, as you can tell. So that's probably why all these planes are not able to land here, really. Really, the only plane that's able to land here is probably the Cirrus, and you may want to know why. Well, a good way to land this plane is by parachute. There we go, parachute has been opened. Let's cut the engine. Or actually, we're going to land in water, aren't we? Okay, now we're going to hit the island. So this is actually another way to land your plane. I just cut off the fuel and everything, get everything off here. Prepare for this parachute landing. They're coming down quite quickly. Yeah, our passengers are in the back seat, of course. And yeah, we're landing here quite nicely on this private island. So I don't see no problem at all with any of this. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video. And I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.